Have you ever stood outside your car, key fob still in your pocket, and just pulled the door handle without thinking? No beep, no button, it just opens. What if that same convenience is also the easiest way someone could steal your car without ever touching your key? Most people never ask that question, because the whole point of keyless entry is that you don't have to think about it. You walk up, it unlocks. You walk away, it locks. It feels almost invisible. In a way, that's exactly what makes it interesting. Because somewhere between your pocket and your car door, there's a quiet conversation happening. A signal going out, a signal coming back. And that conversation is the entire security system. So here's the real question. If your key never leaves your pocket and your car still knows it's you, what's actually stopping someone else from having that same conversation without your permission? Welcome to the Untold Simple. Today, we're exploring keyless entry systems, how they work, why they were built, and where their real weaknesses lie. By the end, you'll understand what's actually happening every time your car door opens on its own, and whether that convenience comes with a hidden cost. Let's start at the beginning. Back in the 1980s, car security meant one thing: a metal key and a lock. Simple, mechanical. If you had the key, you had the car. There was nothing to hack because there was nothing electronic to hack. Then, in the early 1990s, remote keyless entry arrived. You pressed a button, the car unlocked. It felt like magic at the time, but it still needed one action from you: a press. You were still involved. Over time, manufacturers wanted to remove even that last step. And in 1998, one car maker introduced something new. A key you never had to take out at all. Just walk up, and the door opens by itself. This became known as passive keyless entry. And it quietly changed how we think about car security forever. But from here, this is where things change. Because once the car could recognize you without any action on your part, it also meant the car was constantly listening, always ready, always asking in the background, is my key nearby? And that constant listening is the heart of the whole system. Let's break it down simply. Your key fob isn't just a plastic shape. Inside it, there's a small radio transmitter. Your car has a matching receiver. When you walk close enough, your car sends out a low-power radio signal, almost like a quiet question into the air. Your key, sitting in your pocket, hears that question and answers back automatically. No button, no effort, just signal and response. If the answer matches, the doors unlock. Touch the handle and it opens. Get inside, and the engine can start with just a push, because your key already proved it was there. The interesting part is, this entire exchange happens in a fraction of a second. Faster than you'd even notice. It feels instant, because it is. To make this secure, engineers didn't just rely on the key existing nearby. They added something called a rolling code. Each time your key communicates with your car, it doesn't send the same signal twice. It sends a new one, based on a constantly changing formula that only your car and your key know. So even if someone recorded yesterday's signal, it would be useless today. On top of that, most systems also measure distance, roughly how far the key is from the car. So a signal from 3 meters away behaves differently than one from 30. So it comes down to this. Convenience is created by radio signals. Security is created by constantly changing codes and distance checks. Together, they were supposed to make keyless entry both effortless and safe. For years, this combination worked well. And in general, it still does, for most people, most of the time. But here's the trade-off. The very thing that makes keyless entry convenient, the constant, silent listening, is also its biggest weakness. Because the car doesn't check who is close, it only checks if the correct signal is close. And that difference is where a specific kind of attack became possible. It's known, broadly, as a relay attack. Here's the simple version. Two people work together. One stands near your house, close to where your keys usually sit, maybe just outside your door. The other stands near your car. The first device picks up the faint signal from your key inside your home and relays it in real time to the second device near your car. Your car thinks the key is right there, because electronically it is, just relayed through the air from far away. Usually, this doesn't require any advanced hacking skill, just amplifying and forwarding a signal that's already being sent out. And that's what makes it unsettling. It doesn't break the system. It simply extends it further than it was ever meant to reach. On average, security researchers have shown this kind of attack can work from surprising distances, sometimes even through walls, if the key is close enough to a window or a door. This isn't something manufacturers ignored, though. Once this weakness became widely understood, they responded. Newer systems now include motion sensors inside the key fob. If the key hasn't moved in a while, sitting still on a table for example, it goes to sleep and stops broadcasting a signal altogether. No signal, nothing to relay. Some manufacturers added ultra-wideband technology, which measures distance far more precisely than older radio systems, making it much harder to fake how close a key really is. Others introduce signal timing checks, measuring the exact time it takes for a response to come back. A relayed signal, even at the speed of radio waves, takes just slightly longer than a direct one. And that tiny delay is enough to expose it. So in general, the story of keyless entry isn't really about one invention. It's about an ongoing back and forth. A convenience is created. A weakness is discovered. The weakness is closed. And the search for the next weak point quietly continues. This is true for a lot of everyday technology, if you think about it. The things that feel effortless usually have complexity hiding just underneath them. Doors that open by themselves. Signals that ask silent questions. Systems built to trust something, as long as it answers correctly. Keyless entry isn't unsafe exactly. It's a trade-off. A layer of convenience, balanced against a layer of risk. One that manufacturers keep adjusting, quietly, version after version. So next time your car door unlocks on its own, you might pause, just for a second. Not out of worry, just out of a little more understanding of the quiet, constant conversation happening between your pocket and your car. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments, would you feel safer going back to a simple manual key? Thanks for watching The Untold Simple, and I'll see you in the next one.